In October 1915, Sir Ernest Shackleton, a well-known English explorer, found himself in a tough spot. He made the difficult decision to abandon his ship, the Endurance Asterisk, which had been stuck in Antarctic ice for more than 8 months, and was now taking on water. This was a heartbreaking moment for Shackleton, as he had hoped to be the first to cross Antarctica by land, a dream that would have been the crowning achievement of his adventurous career. However, his priorities quickly shifted to something even more important: ensuring the survival of his 27-man crew in one of the harshest places on Earth. Their safety relied on his leadership and the choices he made each day. Despite facing immense challenges, brutal winter weather, unpredictable ocean currents shifting their ice floe camp, endless polar darkness, dwindling food supplies, and no means of communication or rescue, Shackleton focused on the crew's morale. He understood that a few disgruntled men could sow discord, erode teamwork, and undermine his authority, leading to chaos and, in such unforgiving conditions, likely death. Thus, maintaining their collective spirit became his top priority, even more critical than monitoring the worsening weather. To maintain high morale, Shackleton led by example, bravely hiding his own fears and doubts. On their first morning on the ice, he rose early, brewed a large pot of hot tea, and served it to the men himself. Recognizing their need for guidance, he kept the mood uplifting, using humor to spark joy and avoiding heavy discussions about their predicament that could breed anxiety. His calm demeanor and quiet confidence inspired those around him, setting a hopeful tone. Even when he had to summon strength from within. To help the men endure the long, challenging winter, Shackleton kept their minds and bodies active. He created daily duty rosters filled with meaningful tasks, such as hunting seals and penguins, salvaging supplies from the ship, and improving their camp. By mixing groups and activities, he eliminated monotony and set achievable goals, fostering a sense of progress. Each evening, they gathered around the campfire, reveling in their shared sense of accomplishment. Shackleton had an incredible ability to sense his crew's emotions. During campfire chats, he engaged each man in topics that inspired them, delving into science with the researchers and sharing heartfelt poetry with the dreamers. When the cook faced the heart-wrenching decision of having to kill his beloved pet cat due to food shortages, Shackleton took on that heavy burden himself. He even noticed the physicist struggling with physical tasks and thoughtfully reassigned him to lighter yet meaningful duties. Honoring his dignity and strength, Shackleton maintained a vigilant eye on potential troublemakers, recognizing the importance of group harmony. He recognized Frank Hurley, the photographer, who yearned for acknowledgement and had an ambitious spirit. Shackleton wisely flattered him by seeking his input on key decisions and placing him in his own tent for guidance. The self-absorbed navigator, Hubert Hudson, thrived on attention, so Shackleton engaged him frequently and also housed him in his tent. By dispersing other potential malcontents across different tents, he ensured that unity and collaboration flourished, fostering an environment where everyone's strengths could shine. As winter dragged on, Shackleton fought the creeping boredom by organizing ice sports during the sunless days and evening entertainments such as music and storytelling. He ensured every holiday was celebrated with a feast, transforming bleak days into moments of camaraderie. Remarkably, the men grew cheerful, embracing the challenges of life on the drifting ice with a spirit of resilience and hope. When their ice floe began to break apart, Shackleton bravely ordered the crew into 3 small lifeboats, salvaged from the Endurance Asterisk. Battling treacherous seas, they reached Elephant Island, discovering it was barely habitable. With time running out, Shackleton made a bold decision to lead an 800-mile voyage to South Georgia Island for help, selecting 5 men for this remarkable journey. Among them was Harry McNeish, the 57-year-old carpenter, a surprising choice given his grumpiness and aversion to hard labor. Recognizing the importance of morale, Shackleton wisely tasked him with preparing the boat, giving McNeish a sense of ownership and purpose in their extraordinary mission. During the treacherous voyage, McNeish's spirits began to falter and he stopped rowing. Instead of confronting him directly, a move that could have sparked unrest in the cramped boat, Shackleton chose to pause their journey and serve hot milk to everyone, framing it as a morale boost for the group. This thoughtful gesture spared McNeish from embarrassment and reignited his commitment. Later, when a storm threatened to derail their approach to South Georgia and a persistent bird circled the boat, Shackleton momentarily lost his composure, swatting at the bird in frustration. Quickly regretting this rare lapse, he made a self-deprecating joke to uplift the group's mood, vowing never to let his guard down again. Against overwhelming odds, the small boat bravely made its way to South Georgia Island. With the kindness and support of local whalers, Shackleton worked tirelessly to arrange the rescue of the remaining men on Elephant Island months later. In a truly remarkable story of survival, every crew member returned home safely despite harsh conditions, perilous terrain, and scarce resources. Shackleton's leadership, rooted in his ability to inspire, adapt, and uplift his crew's spirits, became legendary. As explorer Sir Edmund Hillary compassionately remarked, "In hopeless situations, when all seems lost, pray for Shackleton."